I'm Shawn Mullin. This is Sega's Inside Edge on the Swift Current Broncos. And the season has gotten to an exciting start for the Broncos, and part of that is their defense. A different style on the back end this year. The Broncos have a little more puck mobility, and a big part of that is high-end prospect Brycen Martin, who was just ranked by NHL Central Scouting as an A-level prospect for this year's NHL entry draft, along with defenseman Ullius Honka, who joined the Broncos this season. And Brycen, first of all, what does it mean to you to get that kind of designation to start in the preliminary rankings?
Well, definitely it's a big deal, especially being ranked upon NHL scouts and scouts that you grow up watching their opinion. So it's an honor to be put in that group of players, but I still have to play good during the year to keep that spot.
Well, it's obviously very early, but to know that they're paying attention to you, to know that they consider you a guy who could be a high pick, does that motivate you even more?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like, I just got to go in, day out, and just play my game like I have been for the first two games. And if I can do that, then hopefully that doesn't change.
You've got a season in the Western Hockey League under your belt now. How do you feel like that experience, your time in the summer, has changed you and prepared you for this season?
Well, I've definitely gotten stronger, put on some weight, and so I'm able to battle more with the bigger players in the corner. It was a lot more difficult last year, but I had Niedermel to help me out last year, and with the loss of Scarlett and Niedermel this year, we're definitely a smaller D-core, so I have to play a bigger role and be a bigger player. So definitely size and weight was big.
Well, let's talk about the evolution of the D-core there, Brycen. You mentioned Richard Niedermel, Reese Scarlett, Dalton Ream have all departed. Your younger group now, not as physically imposing, but move the puck a lot better as a group. Talk about how the style has changed on your back end.
Well, definitely adding Honka is really nice. I don't know how Mark Lamb did it, but he did a good job bringing him here to Swift Current, and you know, he's an unbelievable player, and he's very offensive minded, and I like the way he plays. And you know, we've got other guys that we can count on to play defensive roles. Zink and Lernout, they're more defensive. Definitely Hetherington, he's definitely a stay-at-home defender, and that's what we need out of him, and he's going to play big minutes for us. So everyone has their own role, and it looks good, and can't wait for the season just to keep going like this.
Well, and you've stepped up to now play on the #1 power play unit, Brycen, and last year you got a taste of the second unit, a little bit of time on the first during injuries, but that's a factor in the Broncos season. Last year, that was a big part of them making the playoffs, was how high the power play was ranked in the league, and yet you lose pieces like the aforementioned Scarlett and Niedermel and Adam Lowry, and you've picked up right where you left off on the man advantage. Why do you think you've been able to do that?
Well, definitely we have Cave and Gordon played the first power play last year, and we looked for them for leadership, and they're going to carry it all through the year. And you know, we lost Niedermel's big shot, and we lost Scarlett's puck moving ability, but we added Honka. So I'd say we were still doing pretty good for ourselves, and having Graham Black back to help us on the first power play unit doesn't hurt us either. So I think when those pieces left, pieces stepped up and filled the roles.
You know, it's a big year for you personally. A lot of people are going to be watching you. What are some areas that you're really focusing on improving in your game to try and be a guy that could be a high pick, as we talked about?
Well, I definitely am more comfortable in the offensive zone. That's where I'm comfortable, and that's where I fit in. So I definitely want to work on my D zone, because you know, I want to be a plus player. I don't want to be a minus player, and we're a young team, so we're going to need people with experience such as myself to step up in the D zone and lead the way. So.
And we've seen the improvement that guys like yourself and Hetherington have made over the last year and throughout their Bronco careers. In addition to the regular coaching staff of Mark Lamb and Darren Evian, you have a guy in Jamie Heward who played in the National Hockey League as a second assistant coach. And what does he bring for a young defenseman like yourself to be able to lean on a guy who's been there before and recently?
Well, definitely he does add a lot of feedback. We don't have him on the bench every game, which is a shame, but when he is out there, he sure makes a difference, and he sure helps everyone improve, and I think he plays a big part in our defense improving this year.
That's Brycen Martin, an A-level prospect according to NHL Central Scouting, and he's going to be a big factor and a leadership factor for the Broncos back end as the season continues. I'm Shawn Mullin with Sega's Inside Edge on the Swift Current Broncos.